So last week, Friday the 13th got a game update, the 1984 Spring Break Collection, and a free emote package. We're going to talk about all three of those things right now. First up, I want to talk about the 1984 Spring Break Collection. Yes, the first time I played with the Spring Break Collection last Friday, this is kind of how it went. What the fuck you guys doing all over here in a group? I knew this shit was going to happen. This is like some creepy Stepford Wives shit.
Oh my
What the
God, I feel so
what the
good.
fuck?
Oh yeah, oh slow down, oh yeah.
You sick
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
What the fuck,
Who's
Donald?
your daddy? Who's your
Oh, you
daddy?
nasty fuckers. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Oh, God.
So something I wish they would have done with the Spring Break Collection is change the percentages just a little bit in a couple things. So since we're wearing swimsuits, maybe give us a 10% speed increase while swimming. And since we don't have any shoes on, maybe subtract 3 or 4% in speed while running. I think that would be kind of a cool idea, especially since we're paying for the DLC. Now, one of the other advantages, which a lot of variables have to happen for this to work, is I noticed one game where a younger person was Jason and I was Tiffany in a bikini, and every time he was trying to kill me, he kind of slowed down. And I turned around a couple times to look at him, and it seemed kind of awkward. I'm pretty sure he was staring at Tiffany's ass, and he just decided to slow down while looking at her ass, and that gave me more leverage to get away. So with those variables in mind, of course it's going to be rare, there is an advantage to the swimsuit collection. Other than that, it's just a cool feature to have because it's something different, something new, something unique. And it's a nice little chance to add some variety to the game. So next we're going to talk about the Emote package, which was designed for people to be able to communicate that don't have mics. Except the fact that it takes 10 to 15 seconds to play charades and another 10 to 15 seconds to use each emote. Yes, instead of a normal game where we get a layout and we can just simply choose which emote we want, so we can just press up, down, left, or on the D-pad to choose it really fast, we have to hold up on the D-pad, use the right thumbstick to go around an emote wheel, hold it on the one we want, then let off of the up on the D-pad. It's like a 10-second process to do this. It's ridiculous. I played about 9 hours since the emotes came out, and I didn't see one person using them other than the first game I ever played, which went a little something like this.
I want to be able to see this.
No charades, bitch. I don't do charades. I don't do charades!
You hit both of them, Micers.
Well, they shouldn't be doing charades. They got to get a mic. Now, I just want to say I have no problem with them adding the emotes. What I have a problem with is the fact that now, instead of holding up on the D-pad and letting us see who's alive and who's dead, we now have to press what I call the select button, and then we have to go to mute players to see the list of who's alive and who's dead. How about, like any other game, you let us map out our own controller and choose the buttons for what we want to do? That would probably make the most sense here. Just saying. That's what every other game does, and then we'd be able to still be able to use the up on the D-pad if we want to use emotes, or we can use up on the D-pad if we want to see the names of people who are alive and dead. It's just my opinion. So the last thing I want to talk about is the update to the game. Now, one of the biggest things, at least one of the things I like the most about this update, is that they fixed the windows. So in case you are unaware, originally we could hit the window to break it, or if you were the right Jason with a long enough weapon, you could hit one of the counselors through the windows if they were close enough. However, the 2 updates ago, they changed all that. You now have to press A to break the window, and you couldn't hit the counselors anymore because as they were climbing in, there was like an invisible wall or something there until they climbed in, and then the invisible wall was gone. However, with this update, we can now break the windows with the weapon again. We can also hit the counselors through the window if they're close enough. I'm not going to go through every single change, but here's what I'll do. As I'm talking about a couple of the changes that I personally like and I think you guys were looking forward to, I'm going to show you the list. So another big fix they made of the game were perks. They fixed the Grease Monkey, the Heavy Hitter, Man-at-Arms, and Tinker. However, they now screwed up slots 2 and 3, at least for me and a couple other random people. Any perk that we put in the 2nd or 3rd perk slot does not work again. The PhD for Murder achievement now works on Steam and Xbox One. Also, you can no longer block the car to certain lodge entrances, which you could before. You can no longer use drown kills in shallow waters. And one of the best changes I think they made to this game is the theme music for the Part 9 Jason. In case you haven't heard it yet, it's much darker and creepier, and it's probably the best theme for any Jason in the game. I'm going to play a short clip of it right now for you. So other than the window fix, I think the new theme music for the Part 9 Jason is one of the best things they did to this game in the last update. But let me know down in the comment section below, which one of these fixes do you like the most? Do you enjoy the Spring Break collection? Do you like the free emotes? Have you seen anybody use the free emotes? I haven't. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, because if you don't, you won't be notified of kick-ass videos such as this one. Don't forget, we're also giving away hard copies of Friday the 13th. The link for that contest is down in the description below. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that other great shit. And as always, see you next time.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, play with my balls. Play with my balls.